Yo, what's good? It's your boy Matt. This is the Come Up Miami. We got none other than
Black Pola Bear, the only one and only. Which camera I'm on?
middle camera.
Black Pola Bear, one and only. Skybox recording, goddamn God of the underground and the sky. There's nothing else you can do, but if you're beyond or beyond that, goddamn it, I'm right here.
Yes, sir, ski.
Fucking with you,
man. Nah, you good, man. I guess just before we delve into it, like, just how you been? The last time I seen you, lost a lot of weight.
Man, shit, I lost weight, lost my mind, got that back, but I ain't get that weight back. That weight gone somewhere, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I've been eased. I've been eased.
Yeah.
I've been through way much more than a lot of motherfuckers would expect. I've been way much more than a lot of motherfuckers can relate to. But I realize I've been finding balance within this craft I'm doing now, bro. Like, shit been really, like, lining up in a way where it's like motherfuckers really think that all I could really do is just rap.
Yeah.
But they not realizing literally the aspects of how far Black Polar Bear could really get, especially with everybody else in Skybox Recorders. Like, it ain't just me. Because if it was just me that's influencing this energy, it'd be just real egotistical of me, to be honest. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of my craft and shit just really been developing because of my team. Mm-hmm. You know, they had my back because I said I lost weight. I lost my goddamn mind, too. I'm not going to front. Yeah. Motherfucker ain't going to sit here and say that shit. They going to sit here and be like, you know what? Everything was copacetic, man. Yeah. I look good. I've been feeling good. Goddamn it, motherfucker. That's what you got to say. Motherfucker, you want
to... I guess that comes... I guess the next question is, like, because the biggest word you said is balance.
Yeah.
Trying to find that balance. I guess break that down, what you mean by that.
It's chaos and peace. Mm. I thrive on chaos based on the shit I do and what I create. It's chaotic. I write from pain. Most young niggas do, in general. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we come from pain. And even from way back in time when music was first being curated by black people, when they was young, they wrote from pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, me right now, a lot of the shit that I feel most of the time is like when I'm in my chambers just by myself. A lot of that stuff be running through my head, like what was, what can be. And then when it's like when I'm trying to find peace, I really focus on what is going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and really when you deal with the now, it's really hard to really deal with the outside, the mundane shit. Mm-hmm. That shit don't really matter no more once you start really looking within. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some stereotypical shit, look within, but I ain't gonna lie, our people ain't got there. They don't even want to start there.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything's hidden under the rug.
They want
to talk about stuff like that.
In real terms, they beat around the bush.
Yeah.
When you beat around the goddamn bush, somebody's head gonna get chopped off sooner or later. So it's like, that's why it's like, most of the time I just sit there and I gotta take the time and I step back for a good minute.
Yeah.
Because it's like, a lot of this shit will literally push you to boundaries that you don't even expect. You know, just networking with people, just getting the knowledge based on within this industry, getting the knowledge base within yourself and literally where you come from.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of it really drives you to, like, say you want to stop doing this shit. A lot of people want to stop doing this shit because they shit don't get nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people experience saying, you know, I want to stop doing this shit right now because I really feel like this is going to be the detriment to me because it's taking me to some place I can't even fathom. Yeah. I can't even explain this shit to people. And really, it really just comes down to me just having those conversations with myself and then bringing it to the studio, recording it, you know. And just going back to my team, how we balance that chaos out. I sit down with my engineer, Humble, at Eternal Studios. You know, that's where I record most of my shit. All of the shit go down there.
I think that's where I've been there before.
Yeah, you been there. Yeah. You been there. Everything shit still there. Same team. So when I'm sitting with Humble, a lot of times before we even record, we got to sit down and have, you know, I ain't gonna call it no therapy session. We don't have no damn therapy sessions. It's one-on-ones based on how we relate to what the fuck going on in the day's time. And like, it always end up trickling down to literally what track we finna record today, how I relate to that, and how we could really get through that. Then once we done recording, it really come back to us like, you know what, this shit just bigger than just shit you writing.
Yeah.
You know, we create things as literally the best step forward for anybody that want to try to do anything that's beyond just saying, let me just write some shit, put it on the damn song. Yeah. Like, if I don't do this, I'm dead.
Of course.
And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, I tell all the youngest that I work with, because I work with a lot of youngers right now, not just community shit, I'm music.
Yeah.
When I work with them, I tell them, like, I know you hurt. I know that's why you put it out there. And I know that's why you do this shit. Don't let it consume you.
Yeah.
Because once it consumes you, you lose that balance, that mayat. You see, once you lose that, it's all gone. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing but dwell in the bullshit that you created.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I want to take a step back because there's something that you said that's like kind of like a lost art. Because, you know, people, when they don't really have that connection with their engineer anymore. They just, sometimes the engineer's in a whole different city. They just sending stuff, you know, now with internet and stuff, they just send everything through the internet. I guess you've dealt with that. What's the difference between sending stuff over the internet or, you know, emailing your sessions as opposed to being in the session with your engineer?
Well, when you sit down with anyone that do music, first thing is literally you learn respect. When you mano with a person in general, people talk shit about a motherfucker across the goddamn country, only in all the goddamn day. It's the same format of literally when you sitting down and having a bond and creating a song. Even though it may be something, yeah, we not talking shit about each other, we trying to make something.
Yeah.
But to get the message across and to make it fulfilled to the fullest capability, you have to be with that person. You have to sit down with a guitarist. You got to sit down with a drummer. You got to sit down with a featured artist. Your engineer is more than just sitting down with them. Because a lot of rappers that go to record, they don't practice at-home recording as much as we think they do. A lot of them, they'll go pay for a session.
Yeah.
They sit in the session, but they sit in the session as if literally we just here to record. When I was coming up paying for sessions, I had to pay for a session. I went there to try to understand. You have to understand for the future so you could be able to have the verbiage, have the terminology to talk with the engineer, sit down with him and be able to be in his realm just a little bit. Yeah. So he could be like, okay, I'm not just dealing with somebody paying for time. We're creating. And since we're creating, it's making it more interesting. Yeah. They go to school and their job is to fix. That's their job, to fix stuff. Yeah. They've learned how to create within fixing. So me as a artist, as a recording artist, I realized that the best way to approach is to actually take the time out to understand what is the downfalls that they go through, the upsides that they go through, especially when it pertains to artist relationships. Yeah. If you don't want to sit down and have that conversation, you shouldn't even be going out there and recording. They are one of the most important branches of us doing this art and this craft. If you're recording anything, you can't do a movie without them. You can't do shows without them. You can't do music. You can't do a live concert. You can't do nothing.
They're the ones that get the least credit.
Exactly. This will not come out right now if we don't have somebody engineering and record it.
Exactly.
So people take for granted the things that they have in front of them for so long that people wonder why engineers are the way they are. Like, man, I feel like he done finessed me. Nah, motherfucker, your ass wasn't ready. Yeah. That's the goddamn problem. You went in there and you wasting time. You may be paying for time, but they want to sit there and have something to do that's going to expand their horizon, how they think. And a lot of people don't want to get into that realm. You know, they tired, they lazy, they don't even want to do that. But that's just on their side. But yeah, when I sit with Humble, boy, we have great conversations primarily about music, but it always, like I said, always goes back to that realism, what's going on around right now. Yeah. So we can just keep that balance of the thing. We don't worry about what was and what we did.
You guys worried about the present?
We worry about what's going on now. And then literally what we create, we already have an understanding that as artists, we have a sense of intuition. Yeah. When you have intuition, you have a sense of knowing what is to be. And the thing is, creating is the fuel for that. I never worry about what the hell I'm gonna do next. So why should I worry about what they're gonna do next? Yeah. I'm not worried about what he do. I was having a conversation with Madman, the Madman. Yeah. So when I was talking with him, he was saying like, I don't know why a lot of people come to me and think they could just have me as a background. Just because I play guitar. I said, bro, that's the whole point. I don't go to you like that. I go to you as literally artist to artist. I go to you as literally someone humbled for the opportunity for you to just play guitar on anything I do. So, and the reason for that is because it's go back just respect. It's basic respect. And I feel like if we all as artists find that foundation, we can have these different branches of rap coming together, making different stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so like I know you're gonna get into the type of shit I make. So
I was just about to ask you.
You know.
I was just about to ask you, like, before, like, what influenced you? I guess, what are you listening to now? Or like, cause a lot of people ask me that all the time. Like last night, me and my girl, we go for walks every day, and one day I'll be playing. I don't know. I'll be playing the Whispers. Last night, out of nowhere, I don't know. I just felt like listening to dance hall up until this morning. I mean, up until when I leave here, I'm still gonna be listening to dance hall. I'm always in a different. No, I'm always listening to different stuff. I guess for you, what?
Well, I listen to study. I listen to feel, and I could say I also listen to have fun. And I know feel and have fun maybe relate, but I'll explain. I'll indulge it too.
Well, I see how they do, separate, because it's just I see the difference though between feel and have fun.
And really, I'm so expanded on what I listen to that I could break those three categories down into three different genres. I listen to everything to study. Everything gets listened to by me, just to study. And when I say about study, it's techniques and everything.
Yeah.
Everyone has an acquired skill.
Yeah.
Some people have skills. Some people have skills that are unique to them. And as time go on, we are influenced by those individuals. Some try to emulate and fail. And some realize and break down that they have techniques that you can actually pick from to actually go ahead and curate your own. So that's one reason I listen to actually study. To have fun, I listen to literally anything that pop up on the goddamn radio, anything scrolling on the Instagram.
Exactly.
It's all influence. And the thing is, like, a lot of people hear my music and they realize, wow, you can probably hop on any kind of production. And I'm like, yes, I can. The reason why is because I took the time out to give it that essence, give it the respect that it deserves. Because a lot of people don't study what they listen to as artists. To literally listen to feel, I listen to reggae. Reggae is what keeps me, going back to our initial conversation, balanced. Because reggae is in tune to the Skybox family.
Yeah.
We started from spoken word, from literally the top spoken word artists.
NM.
Yeah, at NM. And the top spoken word artists always, shout out to Zebulon Anderson, that's who make my productions.
Zebo.
Yeah, Zebo. Zebo was always the influence for us. So when he influenced me, it was mainly, he showed me how to write. This is my producer now. He showed me how to write. We carried that on through time based on him giving me understanding in the lessons of reggae, dancehall, toasting, going back to root, scat, any of those natures. And the thing is, like, a lot of people are like, you ain't Jamaican. I'm like, well, I'm from Miami.
Yeah.
I'm Jamaican, Haitian, Venezuelan, African, whatever the hell,
You-
get over
you
here.
get everything.
If it get over here, I'm it.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what you say. You go ahead and tell. Go ask somebody. Go ask anybody who got them. Go ask anybody goddamn out there that know me. You gonna find out that I'm from every goddamn well, because I give people the respect they deserve.
Yeah.
And it started with the culture. And the culture, the biggest influence of culture is music. So a lot of people don't realize that I listen to music and I just take all of those three aspects and I create it as something that makes me understand how I can have technique and where my influence come from. And then it also gives me understand, like, Young Hefe is an artist I work with. I know when I'm working with him, I get an essence of where everything is going at. Because he got his own vision of where he wants to put it at. And I understand that it's something grand and righteous. So with that being said, it gives me the understanding, like, okay, I don't gotta be the old nigga like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I could listen to the shit and have fun.
Yeah.
I could listen to it to feel. Sometimes I could listen to the youngest and actually get some new skills.
Exactly. I guess getting into that, talking about new skill 2025, you haven't dropped anything yet.
Yeah.
Since 2024?
I really worked on a lot of features with Young Lord Eisen.
Okay.
The reason I worked on Future Young Lord Eisen because he literally been in training on his own. He really been trying to break away from production. He been trying to just rap.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell him, stop, don't do it, don't go and just keep on making the canvases for me, please. But he wanna dabble into it. So I said, okay, cool. So, not to toot my own horn, but I sit there and I lecture myself and I tutor myself. I create my own skills. I create my own exercises. These motherfuckers out here ain't trying to do nothing.
Oh, no.
They trying to sit down. And when I say this, I'm not even speaking in the sense of people that don't make music that is dope, right? I'm speaking in the sense of people that's not taking the time out to push the boundary of whatever branch of hip hop they're in. I love Future. You pushing the boundary. You push it. You go, you push it to the point where it's literally people believe you. So I never really pinpoint a certain aspect of hip hop that is like, oh, y'all not sitting down and taking the time out to fill it out better. I feel like anybody that's literally taking this craft, taking this culture, and using it as a tool to say, you know what, I just want to enhance my personal situation.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that with any type of culture, any type of craft.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, because once you do that, they call you a culture vulture.
Or,
so,
what's they call it? They call it not culture vulture. You call you a industry plant too.
or industry plant. You see, that's when it's a masquerade over the fucker. But all in all, when I literally deal with seeing people and just dealing with the different types of crafts, I make sure literally I give them that respect no matter how different it is from me in opposition. And it just make for just a better influence on me. It makes me better.
Yeah.
You know, like, I like, because you're going to hear a lot of people say I listen to everything. And side note, the youngest now, like, if you like 20 and under, they got playlists.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about your album. I don't give a damn about your 13 tracks got 5 minutes long. You see what I'm saying? It's because
2 minutes long, a minute 30 long.
yes. And
Yeah,
a lot of people that's literally in my realm that's literally doing it in my realm or has been doing it this long, they try to see it as like, what kind of industry standard is that? And I'm like,
It's a streaming standard.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta fall in line to get to understand what the hell going on around you.
Yeah.
I do my own thing. I've made 5-minute songs. At the same time, I've made songs with my youngest, and we have to make some shit to have fun.
Yeah.
And the reason I do that is because I feel like shit, I got the right to do that. Motherfucker ain't got the right to sit there and just got there and jump around the studio and having fun if you ain't sat there and tried to understand the curation of how to do the shit.
Yeah.
You just want to sit down and just sit there, get the engineer hard ass time with all these extra niggas.
Exactly. Too much people in the studio.
All the too much niggas inside and now got niggas outside trying to get in the goddamn studio. Nope.
It's too
Hell
much.
nah. See, I understand it's just that. Having that understanding of like your environment and what the hell you're listening to and how you could take it in.
Yeah.
And just not rejecting every fucking thing you get.
Yeah.
Cause I don't reject music. I tell the youngest don't reject shit. I don't expect them to like my shit.
Of course.
I don't be liking half of they shit. I expect you to listen to it and be like, I see what you did though. I see what you did, though. It's all the culture. We got to respect each other in this culture. If we don't, we literally just out here looking like, it's worse than crabs in a bucket? Monkeys in a barrel. That's worse. Hey, shit, let me tell you something. They used to torture motherfuckers in Rome. They used to throw them in a sack with a monkey and a chicken. And you dead as fuck. Throw your ass in a lake. That's how they used to torture motherfuckers. Monkeys in a barrel ain't nothing to fuck with. They pull down and kill anything. Crabs in the bucket, they just don't want you to get nowhere.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers out here will kill you just because you trying to expand something and put something together. You see what I'm saying? So it's like my style, bro, like I can't pinpoint it. You can ask people from my generation, the young ones, they don't know what the fuck I do. They just know he do what the fuck he got to do.
Yeah.
What
What would you compare your, I guess, and I don't like comparing because everybody is in their own, they're on their own road. But I guess what would you say is like closest comparing to like an artist out your rap style?
That's interesting.
It's I wouldn't say is you said for me I feel like your rap style is an acquired taste. It's like I don't know, for me it gives me like and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I get a little bit of Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
I got, some Denzel in there. I like and then and for sure Kendrick. I think it's like a mashup. It's like, it's conscious, because you learning something, but it's like you gotta. It's to the point where it's like, you know, these rap songs now, it's like you only listen to the hook and you only know the hook of the song. Like yesterday I was in the car with my girl and she was like, I don't know the song. I was like, you do. Up until I got to the hook, she's like, oh, I know the song. You know, because of TikTok and shit. But it's like listening to your songs, you have to act. Sometimes there was a couple songs I played back, I'm like, damn, I wouldn't have catched that.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z references and
Yeah, of course.
It's like trying to, and the thing is, it goes by so quick. So it's like, I don't know. For me, it's like I feel like those are the people I would like compare you to. And I could be incorrect.
This is the crazy thing. You're not wrong, and you're about halfway right. You see what I'm saying? What you halfway wrong is literally where I literally take time to study productions. Going back to literally studying artists and studying their technique, productions is the foundation. We are artists. Productions create canvases.
Yeah.
We must paint. And people don't realize that canvases come in many forms of fashions. They come big, small, pocket size. Sometimes they come in different figures in itself where you cannot even fit certain angles of text within that. And now I'm speaking more, broadly. This is like an aspect of an artist. But in that sense of like, you'll hear a track from me. And you'll hear it and be like, this sound like it could come from this.
Yeah. Sorry.
I feel like people should always take the time out to just say, you know what? Maybe Pola just Pola.
That's true.
Like I can't even pinpoint where I grab something from an influence because most of my influences come from literally the mentors I have, the things I study. I tell people I don't write bars. These are transmissions from God. It's nothing else. And God is whom or what you believe in. You have the right to do that. But me personally, I know it's something from within. And if people realize that I'm just here in this time, this could have been in the 20s.
Yeah.
In the 20s, you really can't ask someone in the Renaissance who's their influence. They're the influencers now. You see?
Yeah.
So it's like, as time go on, if I'm not giving a fuck about what's going to be, and I got intuition, I understand, I got control over it, I'm going to be the next set of influencers. The next set of influencers. Anybody else that ain't with that, anybody else that's literally stuck in the shit of what was or what they trying to do, as another motherfucker doing right now, your ass gonna get left. The mothership gonna leave your ass.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So, a lot of times, I could say this, to really give you a full answer. Spoken word in its entirety is my root foundation. And to be specific, black spoken word. Because a lot of people will type spoken word and Google and get bullshit first. Google gonna get bullshit first.
Yeah.
So, when I sat and studied these poets. I was a poet before anything. I studied the poets and then I realized that I need to challenge myself. I need to concise this into a 16. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I need to put it concisely in a 16.
Yeah.
So once I realized that I have to challenge myself, I say, you know what? Let me go in opposition to them. Shit, at one point, my crew, when we first got there and started doing shit, we was pissing off old niggas. All of the old poets that showed us shit, we was pissing their ass off. Reason we was pissing their ass off because we was like, bro, the shit we write is not like y'all. It's better than these young motherfuckers y'all got right now. But y'all can't tell us to stop doing this because y'all fuck with it, but y'all can't really admit that shit right now. Y'all can't. We high school, college, whatever the fuck. But that's where my foundation came from. Those motherfuckers that literally told me I can and then told me I can't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rap always been there. Rap always been there. Like, it's like, imagine literally you had no interaction with rap or hip hop. You see what I'm saying? I always feel like we would find something. We would have found something to make, we would have continued doing something. And we would have just been riding along with that wave. And that's why it's like, I just take influence in understanding you know, but spoken word big. That's big for me.
Yeah.
You know, but as far as creating new shit, it's literally mostly anchored into the artists I work with. If I work with a new artist, it's because they're doing something different.
Yeah.
You know, you rarely hear me do features with people that do shit like me. And that's the craziest shit.
I was gonna say that because I was like, most of the people, they don't. It's like it's like I guess it's the balance thing. You go one way and you're a whole different way.
Yeah, anybody that tried to feature with me and tried to go into this realm of like, let's try to write bar for bar.
Yeah.
If they wasn't with the Sky, they failed. If they wasn't with Skybox, they failed. When it came to me featuring on somebody else's track, it's mainly me trying to understand how to compliment. Because it's like, at the end of the day, I come from the era where it's not even the era, it's the constant. I don't give a fuck what anybody's saying. Hip hop is a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody say. We seen the Super fucking Bowl. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
Yeah,
it's a dog-eat-dog world. If you cannot get on this goddamn mic and put something out, your ass is a failure. It don't matter what the fuck you out here trying to do. You moving around little small pieces and checkers, motherfucker. We got pawns on the other side of the board.
Yeah.
That's how the mindset of me and I came up. From Zebo, from my brother, Monster Sage. When they instilled this into me, it was the fact that, bruh, it's not a war. It's not a war. Because when it's a war, you got to literally have all these components moving, going after somebody. It's just a battle within, bruh. But you ain't going to let nobody tell you how to fight your battle within.
Exactly.
Because you step to me in a way where it's like you feel like you can overcome or outdo me, you got to prove that shit.
Yeah.
I got to see it. I'm going to have to see it. Like, I'm a man about facts. Like, I'm spiritual as fuck. I ain't going to lie. I have my times with, you know what I'm saying? But that's all beliefs. That's all. Everybody got the right to believe some shit.
Course, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything is subjective too. You can't tell people what not to believe.
Exactly. When it come back to it, my writing, I'm going to make sure it's always at its apex when it's mine. When it's my creations, my curations of music, even art that I create, I make sure that I'm going to push the envelope beyond what I'm comfortable with to make sure I challenge myself. So a lot of times, like, a lot of people don't catch what I'm saying, or they have to go back and listen.
Yeah.
I said, and I always tell people, like, you don't listen to a song one time and be like,
no, you don't.
You never listen to a song one time.
Can't. And you can't. And I hate people that do that. Like, you can't just like throw me out. You just listen to one time. This shit trash. How you know it's trash?
Yeah.
This niggas listen to Kendrick Lamar. The first diss song he dropped, it's like, yo, song of the year. It's like, come on, my nigga. Like,
Yeah.
You got dick riding.
You got to give shit a chance. I ain't gonna lie. You got to give shit a chance. You got to always give shit a chance and see what the hell it really is and what it's really worth. Now, just going back to literally how I work with other artists and just the contrast, like, I'm not trying to kill other artists when I work with them. When I work with the young niggas, what's the point? Like, I look like that old nigga on the court. What the fuck I'm doing that for?
Going 4 minutes long. On God did.
I ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you look on my music right now, the top 2 tracks come from Young Hefe. And the reason for that, I've been working with him most of the time. Yeah. I literally sit with him. I sit with him as a youngin', like, bro, these are literally the steps of just writing. Like, the business shit aside, like, that shit, you could deal with that, bro. Trust me, you got the smarts. The young niggas, they got it. Yeah. They got it, and they know how to deal with that. They see it coming. When it comes down to literally that foundation of the culture, when I sit down with my young nigga and I'm like, listen, bro, a lot of this shit been done before.
For sure.
Even when I started.
Yeah.
Just take the time out to get an understanding of what these motherfuckers did and see how the hell they laid out their blueprint. Even though it's outdated, still take the time to look at it. Adversity and pain is relatable. It does not change from one point of time to another.
Of course.
It's always understandable, relatable, no matter what the fuck you in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always be talking about how, like, if I was a slave, I'd be jumping fuck, I won't sit around and do. Motherfucker, listen here. Your ass still go to work.
Exactly.
You still go to work.
It's just a different time.
It's a different time. You done a different understanding and confines. And motherfuckers don't realize that. So
You just a little bit. You're a free slave.
Yeah, you're a circus monkey.
Yeah.
You know, circus monkey, they come out, go to work, juggle, get your ass back in the barrel, goddamn it. So it's like, that shit there, besides that point, bro, it's like, a lot of times it's like, I don't want people to get lost in my message. I allude to shit that I try to relate to people with. I make sure I come from the God body essence and give you that knowledge, while at the same time give you an understanding that we walking around little Haiti and we goddamn just living our lives. We live walking around goddamn day kind of living our life, doing what the fuck we got to do. We still struggling in a certain sense of literally we got different motherfuckers coming in, we got shit changing every day, whatever the fuck. But it's still pain that's relatable.
Yeah.
A lot of people may not understand some of the shit that I allude to that's knowledge-based, but it's those certain few that have an understanding or actually do what I do and just dwell in the mystery.
Yeah.
I don't know shit. My name Black Polar Bear. I am black. Shit, y'all see that shit? Dog, nigga. I'm polar. I'm balanced. I try to seek that every day. I bear nothing. Nothing is something. Nothing, shit, something came from nothing, I believe so. That's what every one of these books been saying.
Exactly.
Every last book they wrote said something came. I'm nothing. I don't know shit. I'm still on the journey. And a lot of motherfuckers, when I give them something, they feel like I'm coming at them as like, I'm condescending.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to tell them, when I'm trying to explain, just explain in the bar. You see what I'm saying? Cause like, but it's like the fact that it's not the point of me even explaining the bar. You sit on it. You sit on it, you keep going. But other than that, that's the main thing. Just shit. If your ass don't understand, you need to keep on listening.
Yeah.
Got to just keep listening. That's it. That's it.
How did you and Young Hefe?
Well, we came together. To be honest, his manager was working with me. He was like, "Hey man, me and my homie, we rap." I'm like, man, shit, y'all young niggas, shit, every young nigga I know rap, what the hell I got to do with me? Shit. I'm like, shit, all right, cool.
Who's his manager?
His manager, Johnny. Goddamn old Johnny, man. Y'all can fuck with Johnny, too. I can give you all his contacts, bro. Johnny cool. Now, he's a young nigga, too. He's just all guidance, bro.
Yeah.
He was saying, when I sat down, I was like, man, what he about? He was like, he let me hear the shit.
Johnny a producer?
No. Johnny, man, he's just, man, that's it. But, yeah, Young Hefe, when we first sat down together, he wanted to understand just where I was coming from. He heard my shit.
Yeah.
Nothing relatable. I got no tracks in the essence of what the fuck he was doing at the time. When we sat down together, we just focused on skill. I'm like, it's a certain essence of the way you record that I would never record. But I sat down with enough engineers and enough producers to have an understanding of what they seek in this style of hip hop. So I'm sitting with them, for a month or two, and then we just in the house, and it just happened naturally. He like, hey, bro, I've been listening to more beats, and like, he been listening to my flow. He been really listening to my flow a little bit more. Because if you go ahead and just do your homework, you listen to most of the Young Lil Eyes and shit, and all of my features on now. Tighten Up, Reflections, Level 47.
Yeah.
It's like, it will have you understand, like, wait, this, what the fuck? All right, bro, let me just break down where I got that. But this, you can't do that. You can't do what I just did, young nigga. Let me show you something. This is where it came from. This is where I feel like you should study to come from, where you getting your shit from.
Yeah.
So I remember showing him how to layer shit. Like just basic shit, just layering octaves when you literally making a hook or anything like that. We've been doing it for years, putting doubles, triples, whatever. So just from that, he took time to study on his own. From when I noticed he studied on his own, he was like, yeah, man, I think I want to do it. Let's do a song. I said, just play the beat. As soon as the beat came on, we started freestyling. We had the hook immediately. That was Javinci. When Javinci was created, we was like, shit, I'm gonna just do the hook. And the thing is, he helped me because I'm not a hook man. I'm not a hook man. I just sat there and I fed off of the energy. And literally also taking the time out, not just telling him, bro, go listen to this motherfucker and this is and study what the fuck. No, I took the time out first. I said, I love Future. You know what I'm saying? I listen to all that shit, every goddamn thing. Everything. So when I sat down, once we made that track, he was like, we went to the studio, recorded it, And then he sent me another one. He sent another one. Then he was like, bro, I want you to rap on it. Right? I said, all right, nephew, you know, if I rap, I'm gonna rap. I said, I ain't gonna hold back shit. I ain't gonna never hold back nothing. But I'm gonna make sure I rap to give you the complimentary that you need.
Yeah.
So we recorded No Way. When we recorded No Way, he put that on his first EP. Put it on the first EP, and then y'all can check all that out. I'm gonna get linked to all that.
No,
You
for sure.
you
We'll
got
put
to.
all of that will be in the bio.
Got there. You got. I mean, go there first. Go there first, because it gives you the understanding that I'm bigger than just writing some damn bars.
Yeah.
I really make sure the youngins stay in their realm. I'm not trying to pull you out of that shit. You stay where you at. I'm in my realm, you in your realm. I have an understanding, or at least I believe so, since what I've been doing it, you can ask them if I'm wrong. But it's somewhere that I understand the guidelines of where literally that craft is going. You know, I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
You know, Hefe done told me, I don't think so. All right. Was I wrong? Fuck yeah. And then I'll be wrong, right? And then I learned something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then in return, he learned something, we learned. So it's like, it just build up like that over time. And it's been great because Skybox Recorders, we really been focused on that. We've been focused on grabbing at least as many artists and producers, especially if you in the realm of like, I just want to make something to have some fun. Because a lot of people ain't going to just think like that. They think that's on some soft shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, motherfucker, shit, MC Hammer. We having fun. Mm-hmm. You fucked with MC Hammer. And see what the fuck happened to you. Like, it's like, we have to be artists and not this persona. We put on a persona to be artists.
Yeah.
But your persona don't have to be the full thing and essence of what the fuck it is.
You guys
like,
are comfortable in your own skin. Y'all comfortable with what y'all dropping. Y'all not talking about, at least, y'all spoke about your own pain, but then now you guys having fun with it where it's like, y'all not, there's no facade.
Yeah.
There's no facade.
Yeah, so a lot of times it's like, now it's like when I sit down with, especially Young, I wrote with Young Hefe mostly, you know what I'm saying? Because he always give me that essence of like, bro, you not trying to antagonize nobody. You know, in my shit sometimes it sound like I'm trying to goddamn summon some shit. I ain't even gonna lie. It do. It sound like I'm trying to summon some shit. I realize that that's just me in my realm of what the fuck the people want from me and my fan base. His fan base gonna literally want something literally that I could literally admit would be more generally what they will literally accept. It's more acceptable. It is. It feels good. You see what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times with just working with Hefe and just any other young artist, I take away way much more and getting the understanding than me just going into my chambers half the time and doing shit I already know how to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm challenging myself. I don't know nothing. As much as I found out, I still don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's with just working with them.
I forgot the last project you just dropped.
Last project.
I won't say the last project, but I guess it's the last one that we have on Apple Music, which is the
Gold on the Flare.
Gold on the Flare. You got Artigala, and Fisher with No Hooks.
Yeah.
If you could start, bench, and drop one. So you'll start with, like a basketball team. You start one, you bench one, you drop one. Which one will you start, bench, and drop?
I'll start Gold on the Flare. That's when that's the first project me and Zebo really put together and did correct. I'll bench Artigea. And only reason I bench Artigea is because it was a lot of stress, but it wasn't recorded. As in literally, sometimes you got too much going on in your psyche where you can't really get everything out on the pad, you know. Like, so at that time it was real rough, treacherous, like just recording that, writing it and everything. So like I just benched that shit. It's a good project though.
Yeah.
Fishing, and you said drop it?
Yeah.
Like to get rid of that motherfucker?
Yeah.
I'll drop Fishing.
What? I don't know. I like fishing though.
Nah, nobody, you ain't like no damn Fishing. You ain't like no damn. What's your favorite track?
I think it's the third track. I'll tell you right now.
What's your favorite track for Fishing? Fishing, all right. It did what it had to do. It did okay. And the thing is, like, only reason I'll drop it is because
it's not the first. It's between Flaw Rap and Can't Get Shit.
Oh, yeah. They straight. And it's the fact that only reason I drop it is because it's so many different flavors that it's like I have talked to my mentor all the time. He said, everybody got a goddamn pot with different recipes for the soup. And they come in to make soup.
Yeah.
And it's one fucking pot. One fucking pot. So it's like
there's too much stuff going on.
It's just too much going on. And at that time I was real pressured on like making mixtapes based on how I was
How everybody else wanted.
Yeah, well that and then it was at a time where it was like rap had an underground scene where people was listening to full projects. You know what I'm saying? They was listening to like, let me just listen to the whole thing, no matter if you underground or not. Because nowadays you have to be mainstream and good to listen to the full project. You have to be a J. Cole, a Jid, a Kendrick, or something like that. You got to, for me to listen to your whole thing. So at that time, it was the same shit. You know, it was like I want to put out a lot of these different songs, and it mash up, but it's like it's a big ass mashup. It's just like a whole bunch of shit. But it influenced. I could say that, like, it influenced the next essence of literally having those different productions and working with those productions and making them. You know, and it just, so yeah, it get dropped. Like, I'll just put it, I wouldn't drop it, I'll trade it to somebody that really need it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got me no free.
But I don't want to get too much into it, but, you know, I know you said, like, I guess because I want people to know, like, we still human, even when it comes down to the music. I don't, you don't have to delve into it, but I guess your psyche, I guess, during that time with Artegea, with what you had going on, like, you still dropped the project, but to yourself, you felt like it wasn't to your full potential.
Yeah, well, when I started the project, me and Eisen was trying to get an understanding of what sound feel we was really going for. And I just told him, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, like, I ain't got nowhere to stay. I ain't got no money. I ain't got nowhere to record. I'm fucked up right now. I need you to send me some beats. That's just where it started from. It just started from that. Really, it's like, once I started writing it and I got down to, let me just say this, Merkside, that track Merkside, that's probably the only track I really fulfilled the full capability to to what I feel like what it should be. I really like the other songs though, but Merkside really embodied Artegea. You know, everything had to stop. The earth got to stop right now. It's my turn, but it was my turn not to fuck something up. It's my turn to just speak my piece, and really, it's like I really just felt like if I would have took the time out to just say, you know what, let me just go ahead and add some more tracks or erase some tracks, then it probably held the standard of gold on the flare. But what made it so unique and why it actually, you know, why I still fuck with it and stick around, because we found a new essence of production. You know, we really dabbled into to what samples we wanted. We wanted something to feel good but cold, you know. We want something to feel like, you know, we could stand outside in the cold and not get cold. Yeah. That's kind of where it was aiming for. So when we finally found that sound, like, as I was writing, I realized that it's like, I can't really get people to feel good, even though these tracks feel like, man, we could get up and just bop around.
Yeah.
So,
because Artegea got that like, it's like multiple old school samples into it.
Yeah, it's like New Jack Swing almost, damn near. You know, it's just a vibe to it. You know, like maybe like Shock G. I mean, Shock G. You know what I'm saying? So like when we was
But I guess you could just tell where you was at that time, what you was listening to at that time, or even Young Lord, what he was listening to at that time. I guess that's what kind of influence.
Well, I can only speak so much for him, but I know that at that time, he already has his library of consciousness of what he got. Yeah. When it come down to sample choice or just music in general, that nigga ugly, bro. Yeah, he ugly as hell. Ugly as fuck. Ugliest nigga alive. But he got his own. He got his archive of what the fuck and how to deliver. So I always trust him and what the fuck he gonna put out on there. You see what I'm saying? To be honest, Artegea, which is another reason, I didn't have that much influence on the production. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time, I feel like I'm a hindrance as a rapper to just grab a goddamn beat from one of my producers that they've just worked on. And that sound like, what you mean? That's one of your producers. No, I start from the root. They make beats because they have their own career. They have their own career.
Yeah.
If they give me something, if Eisen hit me up or Zebo hit me up or Monster hit me up, and he like, hey man, I got a production for you. He said it to me, cool. But if I hear it and he just got it, it's like I really take the time to say, no, let's start from the bottom. Because when I start from the bottom, we get that bond already, and then it's like I already know where I'm gonna go with it, writing wise. So we just find a way to just do it better. So Gold on the Flare, not to get all Artigea talk, but when I sat with Zebo and sat with him, yeah, every one of those tracks I started from ground zero with me. Most likely I found the sample.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? Most likely I went to go clear it and all that, because it's like I take the time out to study what the hell I was listening to in the first fucking place.
Exactly.
I put Zeb on the samples that he never heard before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see,
he listened to a lot of music.
Yes, because you gotta take that time, like I said, giving them that respect. Go learn something. Don't just be running around asking for shit.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it's like with Artigea, I was so focused on literally just getting my life together. Like I said, it's just simple, basic shit. I ain't have shit. I ain't had nowhere to go. Goddamn car broke. Just basic goddamn nigga fucker that you go through every damn day.
You said you didn't have nowhere to stay. Did you end up finding somewhere, or you just...
Shit, I'm here now. You think I'll be here? I ain't nowhere to stay.
Man.
That's some crazy shit. Hell no, the fuck I look like being homeless and coming here.
No, I was saying homeless coming here. I was saying during that time, I guess, because you know, because you found your peace with the music.
Yeah.
So it's like you found your way. I guess you finding your way with the music.
You know how your rent get paid, and you like, how the fuck? It's gonna always end up getting paid, bro. As long as you do the right fucking thing.
Exactly.
You ain't a fucked up motherfucker that month, your rent gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Same shit. And the thing is, like, not saying you gotta be fucked up motherfucker for fucked up shit to happen to you, but realizing that fucked up shit happen to everybody, you just gotta do the righteous thing to get out of that fucked up situation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got my shit together, of course, but mainly it's because I focus on Skybox. I took the time to focus on Skybox. I said I need something to give the essence, the real energy that I need to give it to. Instead of worrying about what's gonna be next, Let me work on Skybox right now and just keep it as what it is. And ever since then, it's more like shit just happened better. You just things get granted to you, bro. Like, shit, goddamn, whenever I communicate with whatever higher, it always come back. No matter what. I demand my shit.
For sure.
It comes back no matter what. I ain't got to goddamn pray to nobody. Yeah. I say this what the fuck I want. It is coming. When it come now, I don't give a fuck. When it come later, I don't give a fuck.
But it's coming.
It's coming. You see what I'm saying?
Pause.
Shit, get out the way. Shit, don't give a shit. Well, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I got a couple more questions. I don't want to put you and your brothers against each other, but they all producers, so same thing. Start, drop, bench.
Start, drop, bench.
Young Lord and Mansa.
I'ma start Zeb.
He was the foundation with the spoken.
I'm gonna start Zeb because Zeb is literally, everybody else looks in the microscope, they see a molecule. Zeb looks from the outside of the microscope and sees the atoms for the molecule. He don't need the microscope. So it's like he know how to just get into those intricacies that we may overlook. He's real. I think he got ADD. Motherfucker create OCD. I mean, he got OCD. He got to, because this little shit, he notices it and he understands those are the imperfections that we work on. I feel like you only get better by working on your imperfections.
Yeah.
All of them know how to make beats. All of them know how to be a producer and produce an album or a track. It's that Zeb had took more time out, to me personally, to sit there and look at things from a larger lens from where he's at right now. Because we take time to be like, we making something new. And then he'll come and be like, okay, that's what y'all did. That's what I think y'all should do to innovate it. And that's where it's like, okay, that's what I always put Zeb there. I bench Eisen, I got to keep him rested.
Yeah. I
got to keep him rested. Eisen is literally them goddamn mass destruction shit Bush was looking for and they never found. It was really there. It was there. Y'all motherfuckers just wasn't ready when the shit was just sitting there. So Eisen he just there. He got to be on the bench. He got to be. Like, he got to be. We on shit. We probably don't even need him the whole game. I probably just need you for that goddamn last 2 minutes, whatever the fuck. That's it. God damn it. But it's mainly because he got so much. You know what I'm saying? Eisen got so much that he work on in general. You know, his production, he challenged himself with that, just quantity.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He a big quantity man, and Zeb, he has quantity too. He take a lot of time on quality. He take a lot of time on, like, let me focus in on that. Like, I'm not gonna do this until I get that chop right.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? Monster, he's more of an instrumentalist. He's more of an instrumentalist. He sit down, he work with different instrumentalists to put them together. And he work with his own instruments well. He play keys. So he pretty much can sit there and create tracks, but most of the time he creates tracks for his realm of music, because Monster, he real big on creating art pieces that is unique to him. And most of the work he put in for Skybox is actually just art. You know what I'm saying? He put in, that's the big, he the CEO of Skybox. So it ain't just art, but art is mostly what the fuck we got. So when you see when you see any art piece, any cover arts, he conducted it. He may not have done it all, but most of them he conducted in getting it done, or he actually did it. In the future, you're going to see more releases from Monster Sage, whether it be music, mostly a lot of art, which is like, I feel like it's lost and not respected in hip-hop no more.
Of course.
The graffiti aspect.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where it's like, he really bridges that gap when it comes to music. He grabbed different sounds and put them together, you know. Like, he worked with Madman. Like, Madman, yeah, when you meet Madman, like, Madman the one that really kind of like him, Madman and Monster, they put their heads together and they come up with something that's unique. Real unique, that's separate from Zebo and Eisen. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So, only reason I'll drop him is because it's like, if we talk about on Skybox terms, he better on that art side. And when it come to literally making music, he's better making music for somebody else outside of Skybox.
Yeah.
And it's great. He got productions that we working on at this time, because he always got something he want me to work on with him. And he's more quality driven than Zeb. And that's something crazy to think about.
So that's like even more OCC. That means he doesn't even focus on quantity.
He really focused on getting that track, really getting to his down key, because there's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
You know, I could say his probably have more layers to it, and you have to dabble into it, but mostly he really get into the art side of things. So it's like, that's why I be like, yeah, he get bitch, but he don't mind. He don't mind shit. He don't mind, goddamn. He showed me how to make beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He showed me how to make beats. You know, so it's like, without him, I wouldn't be able to have these conversations with Zeb. Even though it's like Zeb taught me stuff, but even producers outside of Skybox, I could sit down and talk to you and give you, we had this conversation. I know what DAW you're using. I know exactly where you could put these goddamn chops at. I know exactly what you need and what would be comfortable for you, so we can get something done.
Yeah.
You see, so, yeah, but Monster, he played that role. He mainly taught me the production. So, he get dropped. He taught us everything I need to know. All right, bye. God damn it.
What's you got anybody that you want to shout out before we close out?
Man, man. Let me shout out Monster Sage. That's my big brother, the CEO of Skybox Recorders. Also, young Lord Eisen, goddamn Papo Damas, the number one producer y'all gonna ever get on this goddamn side of the nebula. God damn it. And goddamn, what time for Zebo, man? Zebo shy. He real shy. He stay behind the scenes. He do his thing, you know what I'm saying?
The tall shy guy.
Yeah, the tall shy. You know, you got to do his thing, though. He just stay in the back, but he be doing his thing.
Yeah, no,
you know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
one time I pulled up to his crib and he just, him and Eisen is first, you know, you always hear about other producers, like they just produce something like this. They're the first people I've seen create something 2 minutes.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and he take those 2 minutes and probably work on it for like a good
2 hours, 3 hours,
yeah,
maybe a week.
Maybe a week, and then it's gonna be perfected, you know. But who I give you? Shit, the Madman Moses, one of the biggest influences Skybox, one of our joint partners, man. The Madman, one of the top ones ever. Like, he really was my mentor when I got into this. Like, he gave me a lot of guidance on how to deal with characters within this culture, how to deal with the the outcasts, how to deal with the ones that's in-house, the corporate. He really showed me how to bridge that gap, you know, and also just getting over adversity and that pain.
Yeah.
And that pain factor. So, you know, we working on some good shit with Madman coming up. We got this joint venture coming out, got their 4700 Enterprise, putting that thing together, and he got a whole bunch of releases coming out. Them releases there, let me tell you right now. The world gonna have to understand and feel that pain leads to progression. And going from pain to progression, there's obstacles. If your ass part of the obstacles,
Get out of the way.
you fucked up. Don't get out the way. Stay your ass right there, goddammit. Don't fucking move. Like, I ain't with that moving shit. Don't move now. No, let me tell you something. When you initiate a decision, you stick to it, right?
Yeah.
You stay your ass right there. You stay your ass right there. You see the motherfuckers in Key West when the hurricane come?
They stay right there.
We stand right here. Well, your lucky dope, stupid ass stay the fuck right there if you want to get in the motherfucking way. Just know this. Madman at Skybox with the 4700 Enterprise joint venture is gonna be the best thing y'all motherfuckers ever heard. This shit here. The fact that he really focused on psychedelic sound already, which a lot of motherfuckers already know. But over time, he really done dabbled in.
But not everybody can perfect it. I think there's only one group perfected.
Yeah, it's probably Uncanny Reservoir. That's the name of the group. But yeah, he goddamn.
I mean, yeah.
It's him. Uncanny Reservoir. It's the Madman Moses and Wise Guy Jeff. Those two literally have led their way on that end. And when it come down to literally making hip hop, he done went separate and created his own realm of shit.
Yeah.
And he sit with me. He's been my mentor, but we literally done yin and yang mentor-mentee role at times because I give him understanding of what he done showed me. He done showed me based on how to write from a guitar. And now I took that technique and showing him how to apply that to his writing. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of times where it's like we done bonded off of music and we've created a new sound to what we believe the newest sound, new sound. And even if it's not a new sound to the world, new sound to us. And it's better than what everybody else putting out, even if they say it's relatable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck. So it's like, once that time comes, that's gonna be coming something. We trust me. In the summer gonna get cold. It's gonna get real cold. And ain't no one colder than Pola. Trust me.
Nah, that's love. I mean, that's a good outro. I mean, listen, bro. My whole thing, I was always telling people, I guess as far as my podcast, like, yeah, I've gotten the biggest names and all this stuff, but I want to stick to the root of my name.
Yeah.
The come up.
Yeah.
I don't care about. At first, I used to be the one that used to be like, man, I need to get the big names, whatever. But now I'm like, it gives you time to grow. It gives you space to grow, and then like, hearing everybody's, because this is a success story in itself. So just hearing where you came from, the adversity that you went through, and then you're still going.
Yeah.
So summer gonna be real cold.
Oh yeah.
Summer gonna be
cold
real
as hell. Oh my God. Yeah, summer and spring. Trust me. I'm gonna get y'all a new album in spring. I'm gonna get you a new album in spring. A lot of motherfuckers thought I really had stopped. Because, I really just started doing more features.
Yeah.
Working with the youth. Trust me, Matt. These motherfuckers push the boundaries. They thinking they could just step out of bounds with me, not knowing they ass ain't even in the arena.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So, now the motherfuckers gotta find out the hard way. You take it the hard way or the harder way, either way, you gonna get it hard.
Yeah, for sure.
No diddy. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was kind of crazy. But you cut yourself.
Damn right.
You cut yourself.
So.
No baby oil.
None of that. None slip and slide, goddammit. So now.
Hey, that's a crazy production group name too, Slip and Slide Records.
You can't worry about the past.
Yeah. Them
Can't worry
niggas
about
is
now.
nasty ass niggas. Slip and Slide.
Damn right. So yeah, other than that, man, like these next coming, that's why I'm even here, bro. Like, shit, I got kicked off of Instagram.
For real?
That motherfucker Mark Zuckerberg kicked me off Instagram because I promo gold on the flip. It's the shit that I promo that makes motherfuckers uncomfortable. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe it's a motherfucking bitch nigga around here jumping out of the hole looking like a fool out here reporting some shit that they just don't like.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I took it for what it was. Now I'm here and you can do what the fuck you want. Goddamn it on the shit.
So you're not on it. You're not even.
I'm on it now. Goddamn it. They said it's open game, nigga. Trump president. Shit. Whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Going down. Shit. Not Trump. Elon president. But anyways, goddamn it. When I start putting out more shit, I really realize shit. End of the day, I ain't gonna lie. I be needing a little PR at times. I don't give a fuck. But shit, that's just me. But this go round, I really had to give people essence. I really got to give people essence. Y'all really gonna get something good with this one. Mars Titian gonna be coming out this spring. Motherfucker better just be waiting. Don't be worried about the date. Just know it's spring.
Yeah.
God damn it.
For sure.
Shit. And they better hope it ain't April.
That's great.
So around that time, you're gonna get a lot more music from me because a lot of motherfuckers really thought they could really push me.
Yeah.
You know, if I can't do that, if I gotta show motherfuckers, I just wanna help. Skybox, we here to help the other artists. We make music, but we really primarily here to help the other artists, bro. You see what I'm saying? So, y'all check out my shit, man. You wouldn't want to hear you wouldn't want to hear some shit that goddamn sit you there and be like, ooh, he, whatever the fuck. Go to that bullshit. Go down there, listen to the Skybox, nigga. You go to Black Polar Bear and goddamn Young Lord Eisen. Y'all catch the links and link it up.
Yeah, links is gonna be in the bio. Listen, it's your boy Matt.
Black Polar Bear.
Black Polar Bear. We got Young Hefe in the background. It's your boy Matt. We out. Peace.
Yeah.